Well, actually, this is kind of like two reasons put in one, but two, in really big battles in like 2 vs 2 and 3 vs 3, my computer lags a little bit. I don't like that, and the half other reason is because fraps, when I actually record the game, it looks a little bit slower than it does when you watch the video. So it feels like it's lagging with fraps. So I just keep it all down low to make sure everything's running smoothly and stuff like that. And that's what I do. I know some people like the graphics up. My buddy loves the graphics up. And that's cool, but I played Starcraft 1 for like 3 or 4 years. So I just didn't really care. And I don't. Now, one thing I wanted to point out right there is you see those 4 spine crawlers? Was that a good idea? I was trying to form a choke point thinking that he would keep rushing, keep the pressure on like he had been for the last like 12 minutes. And I just wanted to know if that was a really good wall or not. Because the way I'm looking at it is it's going to protect my natural because he's going to run right into those 4 spine crawlers to get there. At the same time, though, it's going to protect my main because he's got to run around them or, again, run right into them to get through to my main. So is that a really good idea? I don't know. What do you guys think? That's why I'm making these videos. Now I did get a layer, and I am switching over to a Baneling build. Yes, and I'm getting the centrifugal hooks or whatever they're called, and I am getting burrow. Now, the burrow upgrade, I'm not gonna lie, I had no intent of using that at the time. I just figured it'd come in handy with roaches. So I figured, why not get it? Now that I'm watching the replay, I think I should have gotten a 3rd expansion by now. Anyways, oh, I remember what I was going to say like 5 minutes ago. Which I might have already said. Dang. Okay, well anyways, I'll explain it again. That way I know I did. The reason there's no sound in this video is because I recorded WoW videos, and I don't have the sound in WoW, so I took it off in Fraps to see if it'd save file size. And I forgot to turn it back on, that's the problem. Gosh, I say too much. There we go again. Anyways, that's why the sound is off. Now, I've always had a problem with Fraps where I haven't quite figured out how to get my microphone, which you're hearing right now, to record while playing, or while recording, which would be a lot better because I'm switching through all these little tabs and I really can't see them. I know that sounds weird, but really I record the video and then I go back and then I do my voiceover on it. So it makes it a little bit hard because I'm watching a tiny video. If you're watching this on YouTube, which is where I'm uploading it, so obviously you are if you're watching this. Gosh, there it is again. Get used to it. I'm like the guy. Man, no, I forgot what I was saying. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Oh, right. The microphone. I am working on it because when I do these videos over, the video you're watching on YouTube is probably actually bigger than the video I'm watching right now. So I really can't read what tab I'm on. Right now I'm on production, obviously. I can see that, but some of them I can't tell because there's points where I switch between them quite a bit. As you can see here, I built a lot of banelings because when I sent that changeling in to see what he had, I noticed zealots and lots of infantry. Was this the best choice against marauders? I don't think so, but I was worried that with the zealots in there, that zerglings would be a waste. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, I figured banelings would be more effective right now against what he had. My ally's got a pretty big army, so that's gonna help me because my army's not too big. I am getting that 3rd base, but my macro is not that good right now, I don't think. I don't think anyways. Now, this was the turning point in the game. I think you can put 2 and 2 together and see what's going to happen here. Yeah. That made me all giggly inside. I was so happy when I saw that. Actually, I was laughing really hard when I saw that. And I am getting infestors because I figured, hey, they're going heavy zealot, heavy like unit or infantry build. I bet fungal growth would be really good. Now I don't do infestors much, so is that another bad thing? Like, yeah, I'm sure it is, but I just mean to get them. Now, here's another problem. I am zooming in on these for a reason, to keep reminding myself that, hey, even though you guys have this third bases, you're not doing anything with them because you're so focused on this attack. That's one problem I have, which is pretty bad. Now, I am bringing in Zerglings. I do morph these to Banelings just after seeing the amount of damage they did. I do have quite a few roaches here, but mainly this is my ally. I am going to bring up my infestors. I can see them underground. They come up, and I fungal growth a couple things, or about 6 or 7 units, I'd say. Those tanks are shelling away. Here comes the banelings, however. And my ally does take those out. I throw in some infested Terran, hopefully, hoping to take out the tanks, but they're taken out way before that. And yeah, now we're just basically cleaning up. I put my banelings on attack structures, and they took out a lot of tech labs, or they took out a tech lab and a reactor. Not much else actually. Yeah, now I don't really keep my macro up, I don't think. No, I don't think so. I was looking at something else right now. APM tab right there. My average, which I don't know if you guys can actually see it in the YouTube video. I'll have to check that. And I will fix it. I will get it so that these, if you want to call them commentaries, I just picture me talking about the game I'm doing. I think, man, I really forget what I'm going to say all the time. It's, yeah. Anyways, I was playing around with the infestors, getting those infested Terrans, just taking out their minerals, especially once I saw him going carriers. I figured it'd be a great idea to take out those minerals. And it's still bugging me that I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, my APM. Yeah, my APM, I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube video again, but it's about 72 average right now, I believe. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember. And that's where they left